All right, here we go. We are live, and we'll be doing an unofficial full throttle sim racing prediction race today. We are going to do an AI race with the full throttle sim racing um, AI cars at a field that you can get from trading paints and power rankings that were made by simracingpoints.com. This is the Full Throttle Sim Racing Truck League. That's what the power rankings are from. So we'll loading up the session right now. AI going here. I believe it's a 5-minute practice. Then they're going to get 2 minutes of 2 laps for qualifying, and then we're doing a 100-lap race. So go in. Get the camera number 2 in. And TeamSpeak is open for anyone who wants to pop in and commentate on the race as we're going through. Any league members, anyway. See if anybody's out there on the racetrack. A little bit of a there it goes. Let's say a little bit of a stutter. So we got Christopher out in the racetrack. Other guys signing in here. Got less than a minute for them to get some practice laps in. Joe Flanagan out in the track in his number 53 Pepto Joe truck. Yep, Tony Solari's out there in the number 11 Menards truck, getting in some practice laps. Up in front of him is the 18. That is Biggie Bliss, the Nerditudes truck. Gil Gawk. Oh, never mind. We're going to go. Practice is over. All right, so we should be going qualifying here. 5 minutes for him to do qualifying, although I'll probably shorten that because honestly, there's only the AI guys are qualifying. I'm not, so they'll wait for me. Andrew Palicki. I think I might need to update this paint because he's supposed to be in a 32, not the 12. He's out in the track right now, getting up to speed with his qualifying lap. I believe he's taking a green flag right here. Chuck Sweeney is close, I think, to finishing his. Oh, no, he's on the backstretch. See if he gets up to speed here. All right, getting some times in. Looks like Kenneth Schultz on a provisional pole. Sweeting checked in at 9th place. He's on his second lap now. See how we go here. Richie Coy to the top. Casey McMullen Jr. No, Stephen Vrooman. Oh, they're all piling in now. Nicholas Moreau, last week's winner on provisional pole right now. Chuck Sweeting in 7th place. Let's see if there's anybody else out in the racetrack. Everybody looks like they're coming into pits. Nope, doesn't look like I have anybody else on the racetrack, so I am going to go ahead and forward this on to the next session. Hey, Bobby. Unfortunately, the Cup Series, it doesn't look like the next-gen car is an AI. I wanted to do the Cup Series, and if they come out with the AI for the Cup Series, I will go ahead and do that as well. Dog making. Right, that's what I said. All right, so on the pole, Nicholas Moreau. Follow up on the outside pole, Sylvain Jolly, with John Adams, Ronald White. Oh, it went too quick there. Let me see what I can find out here. Let's see. All right, so Nicholas Moreau, Sylvain Jolly, John Adams, Ronald White in 4th, Mannix Richier in 5th, Simon Madgen in 6th, Chuck Sweeting 7th, Gil Gawk in 8th, Jonathan Varanaskis, and I'm sorry if I messed that up, in 9th. 10th is Bobby Terrell. 11th is Kenneth Schultz. Jim Torrey in 12th. Mark DeBrew in 13th. Andy Plisky in 14th. Wayne Grossi 15th. Alex Murphy in 16th. Sherwood Wilford in 17th. Followed up on the outside there is Nicholas Casey. Brandon Elder came in 19th. Claude Furland in 20th. Martin Giro in 21st, Stephen Vrooman in 22nd, Lane Allen 23rd, Tony Solari in 24th, Joe Flanagan in 25th, Richie Coy 26th, 27th is Casey McMullen Sr., Stephen Loomis 28th, Zach McDaniels 29th, Brian Bliss 30th, Kevin Rupert 31st, Brody Hanna 32nd, and Chris Stouffer in 33rd. That is your starting lineup here. It's going to take a couple minutes for it to count down because the two cars are the two cameras that I have in here. Because it won't, and I might not actually be able to use the other camera if they get the cars downloaded. Sometimes trading paints makes, but it has to count down before we go ahead and get to the start of the race. Like there might be some that popped up there. All right, we're getting rolling here. All right, so Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Let's see. Oh, never mind. You guys all saw that. All right, trading paints, loading some paints over on the other side there. Let's actually go to camera 2. Camera 2. So yeah, I can have a little bit more control over here. All right, so we're coming to the start of the race here. Pace car is going to drop off. Wait for it, wait for it. Gotta wait for the leader to get the green flag, and there it is. Green is out. We are underway for the Full Throttle Sim Racing unofficial prediction race. And we are underway. The 15 Nicholas Moreau jumps out to a pretty good lead as we got 3 wide battle there. Ronald White is stuck on the outside. 3 wide with Bobby Turrell, and I can't see who it is. I think it might be the 88. As there is a battle shaping for the lead. John Adams to the lead with Mannix Richet trying right underneath the 15. The 15th may go from first to third in this first opening lap. And he does. Looking a little bit further back in the pack, we have a gaggle of cars back here in the back of the pack. They are everywhere. 3 wide down the backstretch. Once again, Ronald White, this time he's in the middle. This time he's got Wayne Grassi on his inside and Gil Gawk on the outside. Again, it's just a gaggle of cars back here. This is, I don't even know where we are with this one. I know Sherwood Wilford's in this, Andy Poliski, Brandon Elder, Casey, Nicholas Casey's in there, Gil Gawk, Joe Flanagan up the middle. A little bit further on in the back of in the mid pack right here. I am just waiting for my paints to upload again on the other TV here. So let's see. Let's move forward a little bit. We're back, whatever way we're going here. As it's kind of single file all the way up until about 5th place with Bobby Turrell getting underneath Manic Richet. Is it looks like we have a battle for the lead shipping up to 15 going back to the front. Bobby Turrell up to 5th. Looks like John Adams is looking inside for the lead here. Really good racing going on here. Lots of passing going back and forth. Look at that, 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 all the way through the field. These guys are not leaving anything out here. They all want to predict themselves to win the race that we're going to have on Thursday. Wednesday with the real trucks. Again, this is just the AI doing a prediction race for Full Throttle Sim Racing Truck Series. Look over to camera 2 here. It looks like we got a pretty good battle going on back here. And Sherwood Wilford and Ronald White. Ronald White has been side by side this entire race with one person or another. Looks like the inside is definitely the preferred line. Again, we head back to the back of the pack here. Nobody is not racing on this racetrack back here. They're all 2 wide, all fighting and scraping to get up to the front. This is for 22nd and 23rd. Kind of go up through the field, or up through the field. We got Zach McDaniel trying to work his inside of Sylvain Jolly. That is for the 17th place. Looks like he's going to get that. Not only that, he's going for 15th underneath Kevin Rupert. Right in front of him is Brody Hanna, who started way back in the pack. He's all the way up to 14th place, and he's looking for more. He is on a tear. Brody Hanna started, I think, 30th, and he is on an absolute tear coming through this field. As the looks like the lead pack has started to single file out. We have Chuck Sweeting leading, John Adams second, Nicholas Moreau third, Kenneth Schultz. Nice job by him up there in fourth place, followed by Mannix Richey, Ronald White, and Bobby Terrell. Go back a little bit, look back. Looks like Zach McDaniels has made his way past Brody Hanna, and he's on his way underneath Lane Adams. And I'm going to call him Johnny D, because I don't want to keep trying to say that name over and over again, but Johnny D in the 27, he's worked his way past Brody as well. Looks like Brody's just fallen back a little bit here, back to 15th place. Again, the racing is fast and furious all the way through this particular field. We look back, the back of the pack. Looks like Wayne Grassi getting past. Looks like he got a little high there and is getting shuffled back to the back of the pack. But even the back of the pack, 2 by 2 back here. Is up front, John Adams taking. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. John Adams taking the lead back from Nicholas Moreau. Now looks like he stepped out a little bit as. Mannix Richey gets underneath Kenneth Schultz, as does Ronald White, and the battle continues up front. Actually, this is the AI, Steve. This is an AI prediction race. So it's an AI car set for the Full Throttle Sim Racing League. And we're just running a prediction league race to see if the computer can predict who's going to finish where on Thursday. There'll be more information about how the power rankings and the rankings are set up with these cars when the league is ready to announce anything on that front. I'm just doing a kind of an unofficial test run here. All right, looks like Stevie D is on the move, or Jonathan D is on the move. He's up to 12th. He's gotten by Zach McDaniel again. He looks like he's looking for 11th underneath Joe Flanagan going into turn 1 here. There is racing all over the place. These AI league racers are some of the best AI in the business right here. Single file all the way back to about 20th place. Almost. Let's take a look at that. Almost some contact there between Andrew Poliski and the 50, and that is Martin Giro. Even at the back of the pack, these guys got some good racing going on, as they are 2 and 3 wide. Go back up towards the front here. A little eye on Mr. Tony Soler, Fury Motorsports teammate, running 17th right behind Christopher. Brody Hanna, looks like his march forward has slowed a little bit, but he's up there in 15th place. Still a heck of a run. He's actually looking for 14th coming off of turn 2 and down the backstretch. We'll go up front here. Chuck Sweeting, he had his turn up at the front. He's back to 7th. So let's take a look, see. And it looks like there's a little bit of a breakout way going on up here. Looks like the 15, the 84, and the 41 have broken away a little bit. 3-car breakaway. I don't know if the rest of the pack can go ahead and catch up or anything. In fact, actually, 41 taking over second spot. He is on a tear. That might actually be enough to get the back of the pack to catch up, or not the back of the pack, let's just say 3rd, 4th, 5th, and all them. As Bobby Terrell is looking underneath the 51 of Brandon Eller, looking to take Chuck Sweeting with him. Oh man, not even just Chuck Sweeting, but Kenneth Schultz as well. Looks like if you get shuffled up to the high side, it definitely takes you off the racing groove, and it gives you the possibility to get freight trained there. As Brandon Elder is looking to get one of them spots back going into turn 3 here underneath Kenneth Schultz, with Johnny D right behind him. Again, Johnny D, I apologize, but I don't want to try to keep trying to say your name over and over again, so we're just going to call you Johnny D. Apparently, we're going in car right now. I didn't know we were doing that. Whoopsie. I did camera instead of... So we're riding on board here with Kenneth Schultz as he's fighting with Brandon Elder there for the 8th spot. Some great racing going on here. It looks like the top three. Still a little bit of a break around. Looks like there's a bit of a gap. As looks like the 15 looks like to be going back to the front. The 41 looks like he had the lead there for a couple of laps. Let's go over to camera 2. Try to figure out how to get out of this particular camera over here. All right, so looks like the field is strung out a little bit here. Single file racing going on throughout the pack. Yeah, looks like the racing has calmed down just a little bit. We head back up to the front where we have Ronald White out front of John Adams, followed by Nicholas Moreau. Yeah, it's not too bad. The AI is racing pretty good. So the AI, the way the AI is set up is I have everything exactly the same on every single AI racer except for a skill level, which that skill level I use the power rankings from Sim Racing Points. I was nice enough to get a sneak peek of that, and I used that to create the AI set. I'm not going to go into how they do it because that's not my department. But so the only difference with the AI at this particular point, as we continue to watch the leaders, is that skill level. I set the AI ratings to 88 to 90, which is the top end of I guess the pro section of how you could have the AI, and then the only difference between the drivers is that power ranking or skill level. But so far so good. It looks pretty good. We've had some really good racing going on throughout the field. In fact, we're moving back over here. I did see some 2-wide racing. Sherwood Wolford and Lane Allen running 10th and 11th. Oh, here we go. We're going back here to, looks like maybe Joe Flanagan just getting under Zach McDaniels, taking with him Tony Solari and Stephen Vrooman, the B-man, Stephen Vrooman. He's upped his game lately. I think he was in the top of the power rankings. So this is back in 16th, 17th, and 18th. But if you look at the track map, the whole field is on the whole backstretch. So even the people in the back still seem to have a shot at winning this race. I think it may come down to some pit strategy, maybe not wearing out the tires, but so far so good. As Tony Solari looks like he might be trying to go outside of the 53 of Joe Flanagan. I don't think that's going to work. Joe Flanagan may get the advantage coming out of turn 2 there, and he does, and he remains in that 16th spot. But Tony not giving up, right back to the outside down the backstretch with that run you get from the outside lane. So we look up in front of them. We got the 31 to 13 to 23 to 53. There's a lot of threes in there, and here comes the 43. A lot of threes in this little area right here, and a big group of trucks vying for 13th through 17th, 18th, and 19th position. So battling going on here mid-pack. Going backwards. I don't want to go forwards through the field here. Brandon Elder running back in 6th place with Johnny D. And yep, another battle for the lead between the 15 to 84 and the 41. These three are swapping the lead. Got great racing going on up here, even though there's a bit of a 3 or 5 car breakaway here. I think the 4th and 5th may catch these guys if they keep running side by side. But again, Nicholas Moreau leading the race, John Adams second, followed by Ronald White, Mannix Richey, and Bobby Terrell in top 5. We are 29 laps into this race, over a quarter of the way, and I think we've had some really terrific racing going on here. Back of the pack is kind of single filed out a little bit, but again, we still have most of the pack on the same straightaway. Zach McDaniels looked good early. I think he was up to like the 10th position at one point, but unfortunately he's fallen back and looks like he's going to lose another spot here or two to Stephen Vrooman and James Torrey. Although he's coming back on the outside, I wonder if he'll have the Rumbia clear him going into 3, which doesn't look like he is, so he may lose another spot, Zach McDaniels. Because these guys are driving their little AI hearts out. Everybody wants to win the prediction race. Everybody wants their AI to run good, hopefully propelling their team and their truck to a real-world win, real-world sim win, if that makes sense at all. Real-world sim race win on Wednesday with Full Throttle Sim Racing Truck Series. I believe it's the Sim Racing Points Truck Series. And again, this is just a AI prediction race to see if the AI can predict who's going to win or who's going to finish where on Wednesday night in the truck racing. The power ratings coming from Sim Racing Points. Officially not announced as of yet, but something they've been working on. But I think it's working really well. It's definitely keeping the competition in the truck series here with this AI. We watch Brody Hanna. He looks like he's flirting. Oh, underneath Sherwood Wilford. Is he going to make it? He's looking still. I don't think he's going to make it. So Brody Hanna back up to 11th. He still looks like he might be diving under Sherwood. Yeah, he might. It's close. I think he might have a run coming off turn 2 here. Is he going to break his way into the top 10? Sounds good, Brandon. Honestly, I was going to do the Cup Series as far as the AI was concerned, but the next-gen cars aren't in AI. So we can't do the AI, but we can certainly do ARCA, which I think ARCA is in this, but I know Xfinity is in it as well. So if you wanted to do any type of the series, let me know, and I can make the AI roster and get it going. Looks like Brody Hanna finally broke into the top 10, and he started deep in the pack. I believe he started like 30th or 31st and has marched his way up to the top 10. Awesome job by Brody Hanna. Kenneth Schultz in 9th place, doing a fantastic job up front there with the Nerditude's truck. Actually, that was kind of my plan. I want to do every time after every race, I'm going to update the skill level in the roster, so that after every race, when the rankings update, the drivers' trucks, the AI rankings will update as well, and then I'll run another prediction race for the next week, or you know what I mean. So we can always be that we're using the prediction from the week before in the AI race for the next week to see if it can predict who's going to do what. So this may turn into a series if I have enough time to do it. Right now we're doing it Sunday afternoon before the Cup race at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Still got like 45 minutes or so before we get there. Look at Kenneth Schultz moving up into 8th place underneath Chuck Swinney, and he's taking Brody Hanna. Good thing I'm not a commentator. Brody Hanna with him as they continue to march their way forward, or Brody marches forward, and Kenneth tries to look going forward, going back into the top 5. Some really great racing going on, and once again, the leaders are just swapping back and forth. As Ronald White heads back to the lead with John Adams and Nicholas Moreau swapping positions up there. Mannix Richey holding pretty solid in 4th place where he has run for most of the race. He's had a pretty solid race there in fourth. Brandon Elder in fifth. Great race for him. Great run for him. Looks like Nicholas Moreau is making his way underneath the 41 of Ronald White there for second place. And Mannix Richey go ahead and take advantage of that going down the front stretch. He looks like, oh boy. There we go. He looks like he's going right to second. Mannix Richey with a beautiful move through 1 and 2. And as that goes on, I did happen to see, oh, we got one pit stop going on. The 88 is in for a pit stall. But I also saw the 71 of Casey McMullen with some right side damage. That's not boding well. His AI truck looks like it might have got some damage up in the wall. Hopefully they can do a little bit of repair, or maybe a caution comes out and it can catch him up to the field. Looks like the 7 has also lost the contact with the lead pack here. That's not good. We got Biggie Bliss hanging on to the back of the pack here as we're going to go up through the field here. As single file in the back of the pack here, I just think everybody is just waiting to make a pit stop, to maybe make a move or two here as we move forward, because pit stops should be coming at any time. As we right back here to this battle, and this battle is, again, for the top 10 is Brody Hanna way up high. He's going to lose all those spots he worked so hard for. Sherwood Wilford and Lane Allen making their way by, and it looks like Chris Stouffer might get this one too. Hopefully Alex Murphy, and it looks like Alex Murphy may get there. So Brody Hanna going from the top 10 all the way back to possibly 14th here. As we have some great racing there middle pack, and we come back up towards the front. And John Adams at the lead here. Mannix Richey third. Johnny D up to third. Great run for Johnny D. Followed by Nicholas Moreau, has been up front, and Ronald White also up there, has been up there the whole race. Bobby Terrell, oops, sorry guys, wrong way. Bobby Terrell and Brandon Elder look like they're heading underneath Ronald White, heading down the front stretch here. This would put Bobby back in the top 5. He's been running there pretty much the whole race. That's a very Bobby Terrell-like move. Bobby Terrell always up front, and potential winning truck every single week. Brandon Elder follows him through, kind of pushes Ronald White back to 6th, even though he looks like he might be looking back underneath Brandon Elder here. Telling you, these trucks, man, they are racy. Lane Allen up to 9th. Great run for Lane Allen. Great to see that. And Kenneth Schultz hanging on for 10th. We have another mover, Chris Stouffer. I believe he actually started way back with Brody Hanna in the back of the pack, and he has made his way back up to 11th. Another fantastic, great run so far with him. Kenneth Schultz heading under Lane Allen there. Oh, we got some takers on pit road. Looks like Tony Solari is breaking away there and heading down pit road. I don't know if we'll have any other takers behind him. It doesn't look like it. Back up to the lead pack. It looks like Johnny D has made it to the front of the field. Great job, Johnny D. He's a newcomer to Full Throttle Sim Racing. This is his rookie season. And he made a power move to the front of this field. Good for him. Followed by John Adams, Mannix Richey, and Nicholas Moreau. That's last week's winner. Let's see. We kind of go up through the field here. Trucks are kind of single file as we go down the backstretch here. But with pit stops, you know, pit strategy going on here, anything can happen. You know, speeding on pit road, pitting too soon, pitting too late. Literally anything can happen on pit road. I've seen them really shake up the standings here. Looks like Bobby Terrell is falling back a little bit and may lose another spot to Ronald White heading down the backstretch here. And it also looks like the Another change for the lead is John Adams. Oh, John Adams is off to the pit road. He just took over the lead, and he is now down pit road. It's like Wayne Grossi's on pit road. We're looking through the field here, see if anybody else is on pit road. Nope, looks like they're the only ones that have elected to go to pits. That was a surprising move by John Adams to take the lead like that and then head right down to pit road. Oh, we got a whole bunch of guys coming in right now. Big group of guys coming down pit road right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys coming down pit road right now. 10 as the 50 comes in. So that's a good portion of the field that has come down, and that gives the lead over to Lane Allen, I believe, is now the leader of the pack. Yes, Lane Allen is now leading. So now it's how the wait game. How long do the leaders wait to make their pit stop? And not long, as we get our answer right here as Lane Allen, the top. Oh my goodness, is even more. Look at all these cars coming into pit road right here. Pretty much the whole field is stacked up. Oh my goodness, they're just about wrecking on pit road here. As they are 3 wide, 2 wide on pit road. This can be pandemonium right here, ladies and gentlemen. The AI is pandemonium on pit road, as every truck is on pit road except for the first 10 that we saw not so long ago. Oh, there's a contact between a 46 and a 12. My God, these AI need to really work on their pit road. Although, honestly, that kind of looked like me on pit road. I'm not going to lie, I'm not the greatest on pit road, so that might really shake up the field here. We're going to have to wait for it to pop around. As looks like the field, or back half of the field, is coming out now. Let's see who's leading this race. And it's actually going to be the 88 of Mark DeBrew, who I believe was one of the first ones to pit. So it looked like his pit road was definitely the way to go there. He is definitely up front, followed by John Adams, who was the leader when he pitted, and he was the first one to pit. And he is about a second and a half and closing fast on our leaders, followed by Tony Solari, who also was a early pitter. So while I don't think that's a winning move for the 88 and the 11, it definitely is going to probably get them up further in the running standings than they were. Brandon Elder running in 4th, followed by Mannix Richet, and right now we had a 4-second gap between the leader and 5th place. So pit stops really messing up the running grid here. We have Kenneth Schultz in 6th, Nicholas Moreau in 7th, followed by Christopher and Lane Allen in 8th and 9th, and Bobby Taro all the way back here in 10th, almost 8 seconds off to the leader, followed by Brody Hanna in 11th, Stephen Bruman in 12th, Sherwood Williford in 13th, and then we jump back again to Johnny D. Johnny D not having a great pit stop, went from 2nd all the way back to 14th here, but he is leading this pack, so maybe he can get this pack to draft up to the pack in front of him, with Sylvain Jolly, Martin Giro, Ronald White again. Ronald, another early leader, relegated back to 16th here. Chuck Sweeney in 18th, Alex Murphy in 19th, Kenneth Rupert and Claude Furland in 20th and 21st. Oh, we missed Zach McDaniel, and now we're on a different camera. There we go. We got Stephen Loomis in 22nd, Zach McDaniel in 23rd, Nicholas Casey in 24th. And then we got Richie Coy in 25th, Wayne Grossi making a great comeback as he had lost contact with the lead pack there. He is in 25th. James Torrey, Joe Flanagan's back here. He's in 28th. with Brian Bliss, Andrew Polisky, Simon Gilroy, and Case McMullen with that early damage. I don't think he got too much of that fixed. And also Gil Gawk is back here as well. Running third, Casey McMullen running 33rd. So John Adams has taken over the lead, and he is checked out. John Adams has checked out. Let's have a mirror light for John Adams and his 1.8 second lead over Brandon Elder. Yep, he has checked out. He had a great pit stop. Looks like he had some good pit strategy. We are we're just past halfway as we continue to move around here. Brandon Elder trying to run down, and he is a little bit. It looks like he is as fast, if not a little bit faster than John Adams. So maybe he can go ahead and catch John Adams and make it a race. So you could see the gap has gone from 1.8 to 1.4 there in one lap. So Brandon Elder, he's coming. Tony Solari hanging on for third. Again, he's short pitted early on in that stint, and right now holding on for third position. That was a great move so far. He was running in the 20s, I believe, when he did that move, and but he's got the 60 to 13 and a 14 right there, knocking on his trunk deck, and maybe he can hang on for a top 5 as Mannix Richet moving in for that third place. Kenneth Schultz hanging on to 7th. Great consistent run for him. He's doing an awesome job in the Nernitudes Ford, as well as Nicholas Moreau. Looks like that maybe he didn't have the most fantastic pit stop there, but he is steady there in the top 10, running in 8th place. Mark DeBreau in the 88. Unfortunately, that short pit not working out too well for him, as he is slid back to 9th position. But he's got 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th, breathing down his neck right there. So perhaps not the greatest pit stop move for him, short pitting as much as he did, but you never know. He can hang on and hang on to that top 10. But we're going to move back a little bit. Sherwood Wilford taking a power move underneath Stephen Broom in there for that 10th place, followed by that opened the door for Bobby Terrell and Brody Hanna, who's still knocking on the door of a top 10 finish after starting in the back. We move a little bit further back. We're looking at Kevin Rupert back here in 14th, and this gaggle of cars running back here 14th to the 20th. But we got a great race going on. We are, like I said, we are just past. We're actually much past halfway right now. We're gonna take a look at first place now. Looks like Brandon Elder is still closing in there, and he's brought that all the way down to less than a second now. The gap from first to second. He's a man on the move, and I don't think he's going to want to be denied here in the first unofficial full throttle sim racing AI prediction race, Las Vegas Speedway, with the Sim Racing Points Truck Series here at Full Throttle Sim Racing. Brandon Elder is definitely closed the gap. It was 1.8 when they came out of the pits. It slowed. He is not catching them as quickly as he was, but definitely coming down. But they better not look behind him, because this group of guys right here is, I think, catching both of them. This group of guys, led by Chris Stouffer. Chris Stouffer started way back in, let's take a look. See, Chris Stouffer started 33rd on the grid tonight, and he is up to 3rd place. Fantastic run by Chris Stouffer. You know, I don't know, Brandon, because we have to play with it a little bit, but I put in the skill level rating on the AI, whatever the power ranking was, is what I put that skill level at. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't. I take it as a sign for maybe Thursday being a good race for you. So this group, led by Christopher, they are. Yeah, I don't know if they're catching, but definitely closing. And Tony Solari holding on and battling back into the top 5 is that early pit stop. I thought that he may have kind of shot too early, pitting too early, but he's looking for 4th place going down the front stretch here. So not a bad move by Tony Solari, as it turns out, to pit a little early. He's holding on to 4th place. I mean, Brandon, this may be a work in progress as we go forward here, but you know, it's a crapshoot even with the AI on where they're going to run, how they're going to run. The power rankings are, I think, only going to end up being a small part of it. Well, maybe more than a small part of it, but still a small part of it. Dennis Schultz doing a fantastic job here in 7th, with Nicholas Moreau in 8th. And this gaggle of cars back here, this is 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And 13th, as Steven Vrooman is hanging on there as well. So Nicholas Moreau, now that he's got a group of guys to draft with, his rock bottoming drop has kind of fallen, as he is now leading this pack, and he is stabilized in 9th place. So maybe wasn't that bad of a job pitting early. It just not as good as, unfortunately, as Tony is, who is been able to hang up more towards the front. Look back here. I got some side-by-side action back here for looks like 16th and 17th, Chuck Sweeting and Johnny D. But there is a gaggle of cars here, all running. Oh, about 9.5 seconds behind the leaders here. And then we're going to head back. We got Stephen Loomis and Zach McDaniel back here, with Nicholas Casey back here in the low 20s. And we got Andrew Polisky, Joe Flanagan, Richie Coy, and Wayne Grassi back here in the towards the end of the pack here. Doesn't look like anybody's in danger of going down a lap on the track, but field a lot more spread out than it obviously was. As we go back even further in the field here, we're going to go back and we're going to look for the leader. And it looks like John Adams is not only solidified his lead, he is pulling away from Brandon Elder running in 2nd. So John Adams pulling away with just over 25 laps to go. I believe we're coming to 26 laps to go here. John Adams has put a foothold on this race. Everybody having Miller Lite for John Adams. Brandon Elder, however, Christopher and bunch here running him down. So is it possible that when they catch him, will that help draft all these guys up to John Adams? With 25 laps to go, it is definitely possible for this group. If they can stay single file, they might be able to go ahead and catch the leader. But right now, John Adams with that foothold in 1st place, over a second out on Brandon Elders and Tony Solari. As this group continues to battle, I think that's going to not play in their favor. Kenneth Schultz back here in 7th, hanging on to a nice 7th place, followed by Nicholas Moreau in 8th. But we have another fantastic battle brewing back here for 9th through 13th, as Brody Hanna has broken out into 9th place. Like Christopher, he started way in the back. Let's see if I can see real quick where he started. He started 32nd, and he has made it up to 9th. So good run for Brody Hanna, making his way to the front with Bobby Terrell, 9th and 10th right there. Behind them, Stephen Vrooman, Sherwood, and Mark DeBril fighting hard for looks like 11th, 12th, and 13th. But we are going to go right back up to the leader, who is, of course, John Adams, all the way up there in the lead. And yes, Tony Solari has tracked back down Brandon Elder for 2nd place. Now, if they were smart, they would get together and they would draft themselves, because these two trucks, because the trucks do get a draft here. Drafting is something that happens with the trucks here at California. And if the two trucks can work together, they might be able to run down John Adams there for the lead. And it looks like they have brought it down a little bit. So if they can work together, like I said, they can catch John Adams and put a race back on. John Adams not liking to see the two of them trucks working together behind him, possibly running him down. Maybe we gave the Miller Lite a little too early for John Adams, as we have 23 laps left to go in this first ever full throttle sim racing prediction AI race. And there goes that draft I was speaking of. But Tony may be close enough to sniff that Miller Lite fumes coming off of John Adams' truck. John Adams, a big Miller Lite fan. We know John partakes in a Miller Lite or two, so that he may be having some Miller Lite fumes coming off that truck that Tony can sniff and get back to the lead there. I thought Tony was going to fall like a rock there, but definitely not. And another battle back here for 4th and 5th, and 4th through 6th, as Mannix Richet makes it past Chris Stouffer for 4th place. Stouffer, again, starting 33rd tonight on the field and running in the top 5 here with 21 laps to go. We're just going to run through the field real quick here. We got Lane Allen in 6th, Kenneth Schultz 7th, Nick Moreau in 8th. Brody Hanna up to 9th. Again, another great run for him. Started 32nd on the field. Bobby Terrell just outside the... Oh, no, sorry. He is 10th. He's the last guy in the top 10. Stephen Vrooman right outside the top 10, 11th. Mark DeBril in 12th. Sherwood Wilford in 13th. Johnny D in 14th. Followed by Alex Murphy, Lord Furlander, Chuck Sweeting, Kevin Rupert, Sylvain Jolly, Ronald White, who had a great opening couple of laps. He was fighting for the lead early on in this event, but he's fallen all the way back to the 20th spot late in the run here. Then we got the 50 of Martin Giroux, followed by Nicholas Casey, Stephen Loomis, and Zach McDaniel in the 24th spot. Wayne Grossi rounding out your top 25, followed by Andrew Poliski, Richie Coy, Brian Bliss, Biggie, Joe Flanagan is back in 29th, and then rounding out your top 30 is Joe Torre. Gil Gawk is 34th, Simon Magnan is 32nd, and Casey McMullen, with that damage he got early on, unfortunately riding shotgun on the field. Heading back to the front, it looks like John Adams is still leading this thing with 18 laps to go, but Brandon Elder has made his way back to second with Tony Solari, Mannix Richet, Chris Stouffer, and Lane Allen all within striking distance. But I guess because they have been battling, they have not been able to catch John Adams in that number 84 Miller Lite machine. John Adams' Twitch channel car, but Brandon Elder showing a fantastic showing in his Steve Berry Racing Blackwater Still Chevy Silverado there in second place as he leads that second group, hopefully hoping to try to use that group to catch John Adams. But again, right now, John Adams still hovering just under a second lead there, as we have Mannix Richey looking under Tony Solari for third. And he's going to go ahead and get that. Hopefully, Tony doesn't lose too much momentum, and he might fall back in the clutches of Christopher and or Stephen Lane. As we got a battle going on back here for the seventh spot, as Brody Hanna has caught Nicholas Moreau and Kenneth Schultz, and has moved himself up to seventh place from 32nd. Fantastic job from Brody Hanna there. Nicholas Moreau and Kevin Schultz and Bobby Terrell rounding out your top 10 there. As Kenneth Schultz looks like he might have missed turn one there and might lose one spot to Bobby Terrell, and Stephen Vrooman got a run, but he's probably not going to be able to make it there. As we're going to pop up back to the lead real quick. And yeah, John Adams is still leading this race, and still just over a second out from second, who is now Mannix Richey. Mannix Richey is second, followed by Brandon Elder, Tony Solari, Christopher, and Lane Allen. So it's been a very fantastic race. Oh no, Tony Solari with his short pit. Oh, he did not put enough fuel in the car, and he is pitting for a second time. He is going to give up his top 5 run. Oh, that is a heartbreaker for Tony Solari. So he is not going to finish up front. I thought he was going to make it. But like I said, heartbreaker for Tony Solari, as we are back up front here. We now have 2 cars in tandem. They are a little bit closer than they were last time, but I have a feeling they're going to continue to fight for that second place, and it's just going to not allow them to catch John Adams, who is still just about a second out from them. But now we have Christopher back here in fourth, followed by Lane Allen. Maybe they can go ahead and they can draft up the 2 guys in front of them. And it looks like, oh no! Where'd it happen here? Mannix Richey pitting. Brody Hanna pitting. This is, oh my goodness. They can't, I thought they were going to be able to make it. Oh no, Brody Hanna. More cars coming in down pit road. What is going on? They did not time this right. 11 laps to go. We got people on pit road. Can anybody make it? That's the question now. Is anybody going to make it? As Brandon Elder, Christopher, and Lane Allen on pit road with coming to 10 laps to go. Bobby Terrell, Kenneth Schultz, Johnny D, all on pit road. Chris Sweeting, Chuck Sweeting, I am sorry, on pit road. We're looking at Stephen Loomis, Nicholas Casey, Richie Coy, Joe Flanagan. It looks like everybody on pit road, except for John Adams, who is still continuing to lead. He bypasses pit road. Does he have enough? Yeah, Tony, I wanted you to stay out too. Right now, John Adams continues to lead. He has not pitted. I'm curious to see where everybody pops out. Tony, you should be making it. You should be okay. As far as cars, but I don't know. It's if anybody has enough fuel to make it to the end. John Adams is going for it. He's coming to 8 laps to go. He is coming to 8 laps to go. Nicholas Moreau also, and Sherwood Wilford all have not pitted. John Adams has a almost 6-second lead on Nicholas Moreau, who has not pitted. So those 3, possibly Andrew Palicki, Gil Gawk, and Reginald White. Here comes John Adams. John Adams in on pit road. He's coming to 7 laps to go. All right, well, this is where it's going to... Nicholas Moreau and Sherwood Wilford coming with him. This is big. I think Tony Solari is going to end up as the leader here. Can he win his second race of the season? This is big for Tony Solari. I thought it was possibly going to be a mistake pitting when he did, but I'm all off on my strategy here. So we have 7 laps to go. Right now, Andrew Palicki is on pit lane. Gil Gawk is on pit lane. They're your top 2. 3, whatever. Sherwood Woodford is on pit lane. Tony Solari was the first one to come on pit road. We're watching him, ladies and gentlemen, because I believe when this is all said and done, Tony Solari is going to be your leader, and there he is. Tony Solari is leading this race, ladies and gentlemen. He was, I think, 4th or 5th when pit stops. He was one of the first ones to go into pit stops, and now he's leading this race. John Adams stayed out way too long, and he has gone all the way back to 7th. So we now have Tony Solari, who says it's worst AI if he wins. You did win a truck race already this year, so just keep that in mind. But Mannix Richey is closing in on Tony Solari here. There's going to be a battle all the way down to the end of this race. So to recap, I'm not going to leave the front here because there's a race there. I think Mannix Richey is going to dive for the lead in the next lap or so. So we got Tony Solari and Mannix Richey up front. Mark DeBro has come out in 3rd. There's Mannix Richey to an outside move at Vegas. Outside. The outside has been like death to pretty much everyone. Mannix Richey trying the outside and doesn't get it done. Tony Solari, they are battling. What is going on? Is that a caution? I believe that's a caution on the track. What happened there? I don't know. Yeah, or is that the end of the race? I don't know what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm confused. I do not see a caution. Or is that the end of the race? Oh my God, I missed the end of the race. Well, there you go. Tony Solari, I think, won that race. I don't know. We'll have to go look. Yes, that was it. That was the end of the race. Completely missed it. No? Again, I don't know what's going on. It says there's 9 laps to go. But everybody pulled off. All right. I have no idea. I'm at a loss, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. It was supposed to be 9 laps left to go, and they all pitted. It looks like somebody might be back on the track. Nope. Yep, Stephen Loomis is back on the track. Stephen Loomis going to win this race? Yeah, I see laps to go left. I'm confused on what's going on. Stephen Loomis coming back in. Well, it looks like we're going to call this race at 96 laps. I don't know what's going on. I'm confused as all heck on what's going on here. We had 4 laps to go, and everybody has pitted. So, there you go. They have stopped. I might be off because I'm not watching the race. I'm participating in the race. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with it. All right, so the unofficial full throttle sim racing truck race from Las Vegas Speedway. Let's go ahead and put up the results. There we go, right there. Go back and there we go. These are not the unofficial. This is it. This is the race, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Solari with the win. Big Bad Tony Solari, fantastic job. Fury Motorsports. Mannix Richey giving it a fantastic shot there at the end, but coming up just a little bit shy. We're going to continue to look here. So Mannix Richey comes home second. Mark DeBrill third. Brandon Elder comes home fourth. Stop moving. Christopher fifth. Lane Allen sixth. Brody Hanna seventh. Sylvain Jolly eighth. John Adams fell all the way back after having the second lead there at the end. All the way back to ninth. Alex Murphy 10th. Bobby Taro 11th. Stephen Vrooman, Claude Furland, Johnny D 14th. Kevin Rupert 15th. Nicholas Moreau is 16th. Martin Giroux is 17th. Sherwood Williford is 18th. We're going to be Chuck Sweeting at 19th. Brian Bliss, nice recovery, Brian, 20th. Ronald White, stop doing that. I'm trying to do something here. Ronald White, fighting with my thing. I don't know how to pause it. Anyway, where do we go? Ronald White, 21st. Zach McDowell, 22nd. Richie Coy, 23rd. Stephen Loomis, James Torrey, Nicholas Casey, Wayne Grossi, Salmon Magden, Andrew Polisky, Joe Flanagan running out the top 30. Casey McMullen rebounds for 31st. Gil Gawk and Kenneth Schultz, 32nd and 34th. So great job by everybody with their AI and their teams. Tony would like to thank the team and his friends and family for all the support that they have given his AI over the years. Hopefully this works out and we can do this on a weekly basis. It'd be nice if we can go ahead and get we can get this on a regular basis, get a couple of the guys in on TeamSpeak and possibly get a couple guys broadcasting with me. That would be kind of interesting and fun, a couple guys from the league. But anyway, that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for the Full Throttle Sim Racing unofficial AI prediction truck race. It has predicted Tony Solari to win his second race of the season, first race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Good luck to Tony on Thursday, and good luck to all our drivers on Thursday. May your best safety rating AI win next week. Later.